Hey everyone, on the bench today we have a classical guitar, a Egmont Freyas.
This guitar has a lot of character to it. It's a small body classical, and it needs a lot of work done, including a neck reset and a bridge reglue. We gotta look inside for loose braces, and the neck joint in particular is very, very interesting, as we'll get to. First thing, obviously, we gotta take that plug off and unscrew what's inside, which ends up being a big Phillips head screw. So after we get that out, we can start with taking off the neck extension with a little bit of heat and a palette knife. After it comes loose, we have quite a surprise because there's a big spring in it. It very much caught me off guard. Now that we got the neck off the body, let's get up to gluing those braces. I've looked inside, there's a couple that have come undone, so right now I am cleaning and sanding the inside of the braces, and that's how I'll glue them up with a backing piece going across the brace. Very quickly I'm making a round plug, but we'll put that off to the side because we need to work on the bridge, so using the same heater and this block to apply pressure and heat, we can start heating up the bridge. If you saw before, the bridge had three screws in it, covered up by little poroid dots. So we took the dots out, took the screws out before trying to take it off, but a few pieces of the soundboard were splintering off, so with a little bit of super glue and my scalpel, I laid them back flat and held them down. Now let's work on cleaning off the bottom of the bridge with a scraper. A little bit of sanding the top because I know I'm going to have to refinish it, and that's while it's drying. Now I'm working on the block that's actually going to fit in that recess you saw where the spring was. Just because we're going to convert this into something a bit more modern. My blade was getting dull, so we sharpened that back up, and it's working better. Here also I'm working on a supplemental brace that I'm going to put into the guitar to help deal with the belly that's forming right behind the bridge. It's a very unconventional bracing to this guitar, but this is the supplemental brace I ended up with. Very short, very stubby, pretty similar to the braces that are already in there, and it'll get placed a little bit behind the bridge itself, right about there. After doing that, I taped up around where the bridge would be, took the screws back off for positioning, and we're able to put the bridge back on after we cleaned it up. A little bit of glue. This is the caul, which is what's going to support the clamps from the inside. This is the shape of it from the weird shape of those braces. And here we're gluing it up with some sound hole clamps. I have some acrylic on top just to spread out the pressure a little bit more. Have to be careful putting those on and not scratch the top. And peeling off that tape that we put on before makes it so cleanup is pretty minimal.